Happy time zone sports fans. Welcome back to 90 Infinity 5 the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger, your host of Blittle League tonight. Chat, give yourselves a round of applause for being here tonight for our special Chicago episode. What is Blittle League, you might be wondering? Great question. It's our weekly tabletop RPG inspired by Blaseball. We follow a group of 10-year-old kids, usually in Boston, this time in Chicago, where we will be creating a new team together. And Blittle League is a group of youth sports that keeps the world safe from trauma. It's going to be great. We are normally we are playing some other characters from the East Coast, but here we are in the Great Lakes. We are from Chicago, and we will introduce our characters one by one to the screen. It's the first time these characters will ever be played. Well, not ever be played. This is the first time they are being played, and I'm so excited. So we usually bring everyone on at once, but we want to highlight all these great characters. You might know her for playing Mindy Mathers on the Somerville Sunflowers, but here playing a new character, Kayleigh Kane. Everyone say hi, Kayleigh Kane.
Hi, hello everyone.
Kayleigh, welcome.
Hey.
We are from Chicago.
We are from Chicago tonight. We are from Chicago. My name is Kayleigh Kane. The character I usually play on this show is called Mindy Mathers. The character I sometimes play is called Kit Schmidt, and the character I play tonight is Mikey Miller.
Oh, tell us a little bit about Mikey Miller, please.
You want to know about Mikey Miller?
We are dying to know about Mikey Miller.
Yeah, Mikey Miller loves Blittle League. He loves his friends, and that's just about it. Mikey Miller's 10 years old. Mikey Miller's from Chicago. Mikey Miller has a skateboard. Mikey Miller just likes to have a good time, really. He's not the best in school, but he tries real hard. And
would you say that Mikey Miller is like magical, has special powers, maybe part devil or demon?
I would say Mikey Miller is absolutely a normal kid. And now I'm really setting myself up here with the audience, because when I first introduced Mindy Mathers, I don't know if you remember this, but I said Mindy Mathers is just a normal kid. And then it was sort of a reveal that she does have magical mind powers. I don't want to set anybody up here. I'm not trying to be cheeky. Mikey Miller has no powers whatsoever. Please don't expect anything magical or weird from Mikey Miller. He just tries so hard. He's just trying to keep up.
I love it. Love it so much. Well, thank you for being here, Mikey Miller and Kayleigh Kane. Next, you might know her for being the starting pitcher of the Somerville Sunflowers, or playing the character. That one is. It's Marissa Farmer. Everyone say hi, Marissa.
Hi, Marissa.
Thank you for following instructions. Wynne Meadows, who is this person? Marissa, can you talk about this character?
Sure. I'm Wynne Meadows. Wynne Meadows is originally from West Virginia in the wasteland, and a scavenger escaping a mafia situation, and might be in witness protection in Chicago.
Might be.
Yeah. They love living on the edge, getting away with stuff. Never tell her the odds.
Oh, I love that. Never tell her the odds. Also, you should tell all your friends. Bring them in here. If they had never seen Blittle League before, this episode is for them. No prior knowledge. You don't need to know anything about Boston. It does exist, but that's over there. We're in the center of the world. We are from Chicago.
We are from Chicago.
And we have one more player. You know her for playing everyone's favorite angel in the infield.
Yeah.
It's Bridget Copes. Everyone say, hi, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Bridget. Please introduce Stormy Whifflethorn.
Yes, hello. I am Bridget, and my audio is very loud.
It sounds good to me.
There we go. It's just in my ear. Hello, I'm Bridget. I've been playing Stormy Whifflethorn. Stormy is obviously a sentient plant.
Obviously.
Stormy. Stormy likes to surprise people. Stormy knows that one day she's going to be in Blittle Shop of Horrors and she's going to play Audrey 2 and Seymour. And no one can stop her.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you for being here, Bridget. And it wouldn't be Little League without the best game master in the dang business. It's John Serpico. Hi, John.
Hi, everybody.
Now, John, my goodness, you have a full cast of characters. You have a new location. You might just really quick setting the table expectations for folks maybe new to Blittle League. You might be rolling dice. The chat might be saying things. What can folks expect tonight?
Of course. So like our original Blittle League set in Boston, this one also involves collaborative storytelling in which all of us and all of you contribute to creating a narrative. And also because it's a role-playing game, it involves rolling dice. The system we use is called Monster of the Week, and it is anchored by 2 6-sided dice. So whenever the players want to do something and the outcome of that something is uncertain, like I want to jump from one building to the next, or I want to punch a monster in the face, I'm going to ask them to roll those 2 6-sided dice. On a 10 or higher, they get what they want. On a 7 to 9, they get a little of what they want or have to make a difficult choice. And on a 6 or less, they do not get what they want, and often things become much worse. But no matter what happens, the story always moves forward. And by the end of it, hopefully all of the players will feel real feelings, and all of their characters will feel real feelings, and all of you will feel real feelings.
Oh, one can only hope.
But speaking of real feelings, I have real feelings of affinity for whoever this Leslie Fitzgerald character is.
Oh, what? Introduce my
Tell
character.
us.
Great segue, John. Thank you so much for being here. I will say that the game master position is usually the least thanks, so we want to say thank you because we know you would put a lot of work into creating our character sheets and to create this world for us. So thank you so much. My character, I will be playing Leslie Fitzgerald, Master of Disguise. That is my character in 3 words. Leslie, aka Les, is a member of the Blittle League Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake-at-Home Pizza Kits here in Chicago. I believe I am I play left field for whatever team. We don't know what team we'll be creating that for us. Leslie Fitzgerald likes black licorice, seen way too many film noirs, and is terminally stuck in the 1950s. And that's me. Okay, so we're not going to get started right away because we don't know what team we're going to play for. So we're going to collaboratively build. So fans in the chat, please feel free to comment along. We're going to basically go through the lore of Chicago, both real life and inspired by Blaseball. And we're going to create one together. So for next 10, 15 or so minutes. So, oh boy. So everyone, what do we like about Chicago?
I have an immediate answer, which is deep dish pizza.
Oh, I love
my
deep
favorite
dish.
kind of pizza.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a meal. It's
especially because you never know what you're going to find when you get to the bottom.
Deep dish
You
pizza.
know what we're going to find?
Deep dish pizza is a real Chicago dish for a number of different reasons. It's big, it's heavy, it's grand. It keeps you warm in like the bracing, lakes winter and lake effect snow. It's something that takes a while, like Chicago does. It's very indicative. Whereas a thin New York slice of pizza, you got to eat it and run. But a Chicago deep dish pizza, you must sit and ponder the mysteries.
Yeah, that's a sit-down occasion. That's a family affair.
It's even one of the ultimate duels in Chicago. Is when you bring your enemy to the table. You see who can eat half of it first.
Yeah, just half. Without monsters here. We don't want anyone to
You share.
get hurt.
Yeah.
You share. Yeah.
It's like a drinking contest, but much worse for your body.
More longer lasting and immediate, dangerous impacts.
Glade Moon says the Field Museum and also the lake. And I have to agree. The Field Museum, amazing.
What's the Field Museum?
It's a natural history museum in Chicago.
One of the best in the country.
Amazing. It's so good. And the lake, of course. The lake.
The lake.
The lake.
It's vast.
The lake. And that's why people call it is just the lake.
You know
The
what?
lake.
The lake.
You know what's weird about the lake is no one's ever found the bottom.
No.
They keep searching, but every time there it is, there's the lake. Every time they try and go down, it just keeps going and going and going. And eventually, I don't know how much you guys know about submarines, but eventually there comes a time when they have to resurface. You're running out of fuel, you're running out of, air, and you have to come back up. And a submarine's never gotten deep enough.
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The Mariana Trench is only a trench because they've reached the bottom. They know how they know that it is.
It's measured.
Yep, that is correct. And that's reflected in the pizza. It's deep, deep, deep dish, and deep, deep, deep lake, and deep, deep, deep lore.
Deep lake, deep fort, deep.
And
pizza.
let me tell you, Hollywood Myrma just said, "What about the wind?" And the wind, deep, deep, deep ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Deep ego.
deep ego.
I'm sorry, what?
Because it's not just that it's particularly windy in Chicago. It's that the wind has an attitude. Like, it knows that it's
Dude.
really intense. And it used to tell me when I was little.
Mm-hmm. The term windy city comes from the wind, that biting wind off the lake, and also the bluster of its politicians and business leaders.
Yes,
It was windy because big people in big coats would say big things about their big city.
Well,
So are you
Mikey
saying that Chicago's
Miller's
big and deep?
Yeah.
big and deep? It's big and it's deep. And Mikey Miller's favorite thing about the wind is that just like, in Boston Blittle League, we'll have snow days when the weather gets bad. In Chicago, we have wind days. When the wind has too much attitude, too much force, too much depth. We all have to stay inside. You just don't want to get smacked by that wind.
Yeah,
If we
it's
want
more
to,
morally demoralizing than actually painful.
If we want to start gently pushing this reality across the threshold into
horror.
Wind days are wind days because that voice that carries on the wind is horrifying.
Ooh, yeah. It knows everything. It just gets into every crack and every fissure of your psyche. It knows.
And it makes people do things sometimes. So we really have to stay inside because people will use it as a defense. They'll be like, "Oh, the wind made me steal this candy bar." But that's a tale as old as time. Chicago moms see right through that.
Chicago.
The wind actually plays a part in the sort of creation of sentience in certain plants because it knows the deepest, darkest secrets. And when it whispers them to plants at night, it starts to actually awaken them.
The stream seems to be cutting out.
Oh, why?
I don't
I don't know.
Oh no. That's weird. Hold on. It says it's because it's not hosted locally on mine. Oh, I think we're back.
Are we now?
Maybe. Hold on. Sorry.
You know what's nice about doing this off my work computer is it doesn't just blow it up. Oh, are we back?
Oh, we're back. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
That was Gary, Indiana, coming in, just
Gary.
causing mischief. Just Gary,
Classic
Indiana.
Gary.
Classic Gary.
That I think that's the equivalent of the boogeyman is Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, lots of little folk songs that people sing about Gary, the antics, the problems.
Chat, let us know if we are back. I'm seeing it live on my dashboard.
Yeah, it seems like from my end we are online.
Cool. Thank you, StreamYard, for being troublesome yet
Keeping
again.
things interesting.
Okay. Anyway, if you didn't hear us, Gary, Indiana, it's Gary's fault. Gary, Indiana.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. What about the bean? Yeah, this giant freaking bean somewhere.
The bleen.
The bleen. Oh, Mikey, I believe you're muted.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. If you don't know the bean, there's this giant metal bean just there in Millennium
Yeah.
Park.
It's called the bean.
Called the bean. Where is it?
It's you know, in the Blaseball lore, it's cursed and it's a black hole and all of that. But I think the great irony of it is, despite all of that, people still take their picture with it.
look these people, they're underneath it. They're just in the thrall of this giant, obviously alien piece of like hell, or the embodiment of like terror, and they're like, oh, this is nice, I can see myself.
Yeah, it's only terrifying if you let yourself be terrified by it. Yeah, according to Mezzo Patricia and Supreme Lord Ender, it just showed up. And no one knows who put it there.
My theory is aliens.
My theory is that the wind is the terrifying voices of the wind are people that were trapped in the bleen.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
think all of those could be right.
Yeah.
It's got to be, right?
That could be true.
One of them has to be true. There's so many rumors.
In fact, the first day I showed up to Chicago, I went straight to the bleen, didn't know what it was, saw someone touch it and go straight into a vacuum. It's terrified me ever since, but I thought it was because they got their picture taken.
That's fair. Okay. We've talked some good talk about Chicago. Maybe we could think about, like, you know, of course, Blittle League is comprised of several teams that play Blaseball, but also keep the world safe. But they have to play Blaseball, and they got to be on teams. And those have to be separated by neighborhoods.
They have to be.
They have to be.
That's how it is.
How else?
So I suppose we should talk about those neighborhoods. Dare we pull up a map of Chicago and the surroundings?
Boom.
Let's see it.
Okay, so we have, like, well, look at this: Oak Park, Cicero, Chicago, Evanston, Dees Plains, Rosemont, Bridgeview. These are all
Downers
Plains.
Grove.
Yeah, you have Englewood, Hyde Park. Don't we have a Hyde Park in
We
Boston?
do.
Yes.
Former Mayor Melanino was from there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Loops. Oh, we also the Chicago is known for their elevated train.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
correct.
Yeah, the
I
L.
love riding that train, and I love the little light that lights up along the way. I think all trains should have that.
Oh, definitely.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the subway stops light up as you go through them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real nice.
No, it's so. Do you think the L and the T are connected? I really want the Boston T and the Chicago L.
If you take the E line all the way out,
the way.
The stops along the way are the M, N, O, P stop, P stop, R stop, and S stop.
All right. Well, now we know how to get from Boston to Chicago. Great.
Yeah.
I like
really
that there's
convenient.
I like that there's a neighborhood just called Heart of Chicago.
Yeah, look.
Heart of Chicago.
So
That's
the
cute.
question, of course, is what are the naming conventions for these Chicago teams? Now, for those of you that watch Blittle League regularly, the Somerville Sunflowers are that's our home team in Massachusetts, and they are all alliterative names of flowers, because the Boston Flowers are the Blaseball team.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Medford Magnolias and the Cambridge Carnations and the Somerville Sunflowers and the Waltham Windflowers and all of those. But yeah, so what is Chicago? Are they named after pieces of firefighting equipment, as Supreme Lord Ender suggests? Are they Do the names hearken to some kind of Chicago history? Are they all types of artery clogging foods? We've got a lot to go on here.
Well, because like what's Chicago famous for? Like history wise, like they have great architecture, lots of industry. I don't know, pizza,
The fire.
the fire. Yeah,
it was major manufacturing, both in terms of durable goods and in terms of food processing.
Yeah, meat packing.
Meat
Yeah.
Carl
packing,
Sandburg.
And that's the big one.
Really, really bad mayors.
Terribly bad.
Oh yeah, it's just they say that the mayors are just manifestations of the wind into human form every election.
No matter what the polls say, the night before the mayoral election, the wind will scream the winner.
Oh, that's horrifying.
The Wind was the worst mayor by far, says Mezzo
worst.
Patricia.
So I imagine that the Chicago Firefighter is probably named after the fire, right? Like the fire that like destroyed Chicago in whatever 19XX or whatever
The big
canon
one.
year. The big one, the big fire.
The musical Chicago.
The musical Chicago.
Are all the Little League teams just different names for fire?
Like flames and
Conflagration, Inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, yes. Yes.
I think that's it.
The sparks and embers. Okay.
Mhm.
The matchsticks.
The matchstick. Oh, what are some like fun like neighborhoods?
So Cicero's really interesting because it was home of an enormous Western electric plant in the non-Blaseball world. And because of that, it's this near suburb with this massive manufacturing base. It was there for decades and decades and decades, thousands upon thousands of factory jobs there. So I've always got a strong, soft spot for Cicero and its manufacturing history.
Cicero School.
Cicero Sparks.
Cicero Sparks. Cicero.
The Lincoln Park logs.
Lincoln Park logs.
Well, I think that's the one.
That's so funny.
Are you
Mezzo
serious?
Patricia, that you've outdone
Park
yourself.
logs.
That's
The
amazing.
logs. That is so funny.
Southside Sparks is also very funny. Lincoln Park logs. Oh no.
The kindlings. The Andersonville ash.
Oh goodness. The McKinley Park McKindlings.
What is
The Bridgeport Blaze.
It's so funny.
Now I'm going with the Lincoln Park logs.
Yes.
I think every suggestion is good. Chef's tip.
Mezzo
are all
Patricia,
members.
well done. You get 3 comedy points. I've never given
that's
out
a
more
lot.
than 2 at once. You get 3 comedy points.
It's really
Now
good.
the thing about Lincoln Park is it's a very interesting area, very old in terms of how it was built. It is currently a very wealthy neighborhood. That does not mean, of course, that all of you are wealthy, but you do have access to pretty tremendous Blaseball resources there.
Mm-hmm. And also canon that every team needs a sponsor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's our sponsor?
I think it has to be the zoo, right?
Oh, the zoo's there.
That's probably
Yeah.
I was sponsored by the zoo. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
What is the zoo like in this universe?
Oh, multidimensional.
I think the zoo is an opt-in experience.
What does that
In-
mean?
Like I think people
Please
that work
elaborate.
there, both like the zookeepers and the beings that are exhibited, all have contracts. It's not like we're going to go get an elephant and bring it to the zoo. Like
Okay. So like everyone's there by choice. Like
everyone's there by
it's almost
choice.
like,
Like if the Lincoln Park Zoo needs an elephant, they're going to like put an ad in the paper, and an elephant will be like, "Okay, I could do this for a year."
Oh.
As someone who grew up in the elephant enclosure, I can attest to that.
Please.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Whipplethorn, enlighten us.
Go on.
Oh, let me tell you about my friend Eleanor.
Perfect. The beautiful name for an elephant.
It's a beautiful name.
Eleanor the elephant. She came in and she signed her contract, but she decided that she was going to trample all of the fake foliage. Anything that wasn't real, she was going to just trample it.
As well she should.
As she should. And she started a revolution. A complete
What?
revolution. And from there on out, after Eleanor came, there's been nothing but real things, real plants, real... Nothing is fake. Nothing is fake in the zoo.
It's all real, baby.
It was
It's
all part
real
of
and
a.
it's mostly thinking.
I love it. Like Eleanor, famous for being both an elephant and a very influential performance artist with like a social justice bend, and like this is what she wanted. This is why
No
she signed
plastic.
that contract. No plastic.
There's no plastic.
Way to
I
go.
love it.
Yeah. I just thought of the motto for the Lincoln Park logs. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
So I have a question for you. What is now the Lincoln Park logs?
Yep.
Let's roll. What is the thing they have? What is their battle flag or their relic? Like this thing that they rally around.
Go
A
ahead.
whole cabin.
A whole cabin.
A whole cabin. Every season, the team has to put it together, rebuild it, and then carry it from game to game.
Oh God, that's
It's
the
a
dugout.
grant.
The dugout.
We bring our own duck.
You import your own dugout. You have to like strap it to the front of an L train
Yeah.
and like to go to games. It's like a whole thing.
Oh my
You
god.
bring your own dugout.
We don't have to adjust anybody else's dugout. It's
No.
always ours.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have
it's
to make-
always perfect. Yeah.
Annoying dugout adjustments that everybody else has to make.
I love it so much.
Yeah, we bring our own dugout.
What happens
would
if
say-
there's an accident in the dugout? Well, we have the Lincoln Park Zoo who will fund more wood for us.
Mhm.
You are incredibly well funded. It's a very well funded zoo.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we're well funded, and I think our kind of calling card, our gameplay when people think of the Lincoln Park logs, it's like creativity. You know, we think
Mhm.
outside the box or outside the cabin, if you will. I think we're known for that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh, absolutely.
No.
The way we
I've-
approach the games and the way we approach the
Yeah.
game.
That's
Mhm.
right,
Yeah.
Mikey.
I have one more question for you, and then I think we should explore.
Yeah, this feels good already.
The four of you are teammates, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
what event made the four of you friends?
Oh,
Oh, what a good question.
great question. Like I felt like we got out of trouble together. Like we had to come together and like either we got detention together or we got caught somewhere or like detained.
Like, I think y'all three, at least for me, I think y'all three were on a heist.
Excuse me?
No, I mean, like, y'all
Oh,
were like,
you're
That's a
right.
bold. Yeah, you were stealing things.
no, just an adventure together. And y'all were stuck. And then I was like, oh, I guess y'all need help. And then I I opened a lock.
Oh, where was that lock though? Like what like part of Chicago did we break into?
Hmm.
What's like a major Chicago?
I mean, we keep talking about how great the freaking Field Museum
Yeah,
is.
it was the field museum.
To ride Sue the dinosaur? Who's Sue
Yeah.
the dinosaur?
I want to. Okay, I truly appreciate the beautiful parallel between the Somerville Sunflowers adventure in a museum with a dinosaur skeleton and the fact that half a
Oh.
continent away, the Lincoln Park logs also got in trouble with a dinosaur in a natural history museum.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
That's the big poetic thread that connects these two games.
There it is. Love
That's
it.
nice.
To sue the T-Rex skeleton. Yeah. That's yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were able to break it. Yeah, it's definitely a heist. We heisted something.
Yeah. You heisted
heist.
something,
We love
Alright.
heists.
but since
We
you were
love
in there,
heists.
you had to ride Sue the dinosaur. And that's
Yeah.
what set off the alarm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Gang,
worth it.
that sounds amazing.
Great. Here we are. This is
Okay.
Little League episode 1 of We Are From Chicago.